Actually, on YouTube, or
Yes, YouTube.
I might have to go on. I don't know if I should just stick to Twitch or try YouTube.
I just think YouTube is sort of goes on your channel, if you like.
Hmm.
I might do a little Ross with a PT boat to be.
Gunners are searching for airborne targets.
I think I'm gonna go Baltimore out a little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I think I'm going Brooklyn.
I really like the Brooklyn. It's a good ship. It's in my lineup, but at the moment I'm sort of doing the Helena and the Baltimore.
I think it's a bit of, as much as I want to do the Baltimore, there's also that I want to get a battleship, and this has got a talisman on it. So
Well, that absolutely helps, and that's also why I'll tend to stick to the Helena. And actually, I just got a little 75% Silver Lions booster.
oh god, I've got
So
loads of boosters. Yeah.
yeah, so I put that on as well. So I might just do my Helena twice, just to get maximum. That's also why using the 801 or 811
Mm-hmm.
because it's a premium after all. Although I can see myself getting shot because I didn't pay attention. Wow.
Oh, good job.
Yeah, that was more luck than anything else. Probably get killed by something. Something. Oh, never mind. Did indeed got me. Right. Helena it is.
Hull breach.
Yeah, there's only one Hyuga on the outside.
Ever wondered with something like YouTube if you got like 20 people watching you, whether that would like then all of a sudden go up because more people would jump on? Or...
Usually, I think that happens on Twitch a lot. I think, well, I don't know actually, because I've been on the subreddits of Twitch where there's a lot of people on there asking about streaming advice, and you get a lot of different people. It's all different like demographics in the sense
Yeah.
that you get those that like watching some of these streamers, like something like Lyric or whatever the big ones are, and I think it's more just a case of liking the top football team and stuff like that. It's like a popularity thing. Feel like you're part of that community, even though your chat page is going up like a wheel.
Yeah.
And nobody knows anything that anybody's saying. And then you get those that tend to just follow the small streamers and like the idea of being those that have seen them from the start, and then some of them are just tuning in just because they want a conversation, and it's impossible to have a conversation with somebody that's really popular.
That's true enough, and the people
so
tend to write something in my channel. I have it
Yeah,
on another
yeah.
screen, so I will try and reply to people because I think that's quite cool that they're watching, and it's like it's a few comments, and I mean, one of the guys the other day said, "Oh, why don't you try the Baltimore? Do you have it?" type thing, and I said, "I'm not quite sure I want it." And he said, "Well, this is kind of good," and then I ended up just getting it, and I'm glad I did. It was a good ship to get. Yes, it's strictly speaking, I didn't need it. I could just have continued with the Helena, I guess. But I think it is probably a better ship than the Northampton, right?
So certainly Northampton. I haven't decided yet between that and the New Orleans, just purely because I haven't got either of them spaded. But from what people said about Northampton, that doesn't seem like a great shift on from things like the Pensacola or the Portland.
No, and if you look at the CA numbers, you think actually the Baltimore ought to be better, right? Because it was made later, so they should have, I guess, learned from their mistakes and whatnot.
Absolutely. Going back to Twitch, it's a funny one. When I streamed quite a lot in the past over a period, and then obviously with work and stuff, I could never really. One of the things I always wanted to do with Twitch was have a schedule. I don't think it's possible for people unless you do that full time.
Yeah. So I remember what you said about the schedule. So I thought actually I will try now to see if I can just stream a little bit every evening. It doesn't have to be for long.
Either that.
Yeah.
Or find a certain day that you definitely, like say like a Sunday night or a Friday night that you're always going to do for the most part. You might miss the odd one, but definitely try and keep a few of them. That's doable to a degree. I got up to about 120 followers on Twitch at one point. And it was really good, but I didn't carry it on. And there was one Christmas where I got games bought for me by people in the chat.
That's really kind.
Yeah, well, I never set up a donation because I never knew how to. I know how to do it now. I think if I started again, I'd probably create one. But yeah, somebody bought me XCOM 2, and somebody else got me some random game on Steam. Someone said, "If I buy you this, will you stream it?" And I was like, "Why not?" But it's a weird one, really. And you don't need a great deal of followers. Like a lot of people think, if you're going to make it on Twitch and all these ones, you need thousands. But if you do the math and say you were on your own and no dependents, all this stuff, you get your little subscription on Twitch. I think it's about £2.50 per person that subs. I think you get that plus donations. You don't need much more than, say, I mean, imagine 80 followers that were subbing to you, plus getting donations as well. That's not far off a part-time job. It's quite interesting. Yeah, it's worth looking at that subreddit, I think.
For me, it's a bit like, building, I don't know, iNavy. It's like quite fun to try and build something. I mean, it's not something that, it's not my job or anything like that, but it's just...
No, you're sorted already with your job. You've done your work already to get that. But you've got other ulterior motives in the sense of what it could bring from War Thunder. The whole idea of getting...
Well, that's what I think would be nice, if we can sort of... if we can bring something to the game, if we can impact it in the way that I would like to play it, then that would be nice. That you play and maybe you can stream something like some of the videos I made. Maybe something does happen from them. Ooh, I'm gonna be hit by a torpedo straight in front.
You are starting with that niche area at the moment. What wave is? I mean, it'll grow, but it'll never get to tank or air level. But
no,
it's got its niche. Oh, is that a battleship?
Closer.
That's the other thing as well with streaming is it's impossible to go up against like your lyrics and people like that on there, and they generally are playing the newest games because they, I assume, get sent the newest games by the devs and stuff like that, so they can get them out there and showing their audience. But you could probably stream American Truck Simulator and still get people that are interested in seeing that game.
Yeah,
it's a strange one. It doesn't. And if you have a look on Twitch, I assume it's very similar to, well, probably even more so on YouTube. But you've got the those that just play guitar and sing, and those that cook, and those that walk around town with a camera and just show people the sights of where they live or where they go to. It's very strange, but it's literally something for anybody looking.
The think sitting still was a bit of a bad plan. The Dreadnought just one shot at me.
Well,
never mind. What can we do?
not going too well here. I don't know.
BTD. Let's get some torps arms. Like that. Go in.
I got nobody near any caps, and I'm on fire, and I haven't got fire protection.
It's kind of okay. 'Cause it's a bit of a warm-up game. Where is the battleship over there? I see. Trying to figure out what my aim will be after I get the battleship of the Americans.
So you've got Russia sorted, you've got Japan sorted.
Yes. Well, saying Japan sorted, I don't yet have the other battleship.
Is that in a different line?
Different tree, yeah. So there's some of them I don't quite have this. So maybe that's the thing. I'll just try and get all the battleship. At least I got them all researched, right? Even if I don't kind of buy them, at least I sort of have them.
Because I assume it won't be long before we start seeing dev blogs again. Surely.
Release! No. I did release one torpedo. I didn't want to release the second. It was a bit odd. Where are we here? Is it worth burning a backup Helena on this? Should we just go with Baltimore? I think I'll just go
Baltimore at this point, we're not getting this back.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
Whatever points I get now is just a bonus. They've got their battleship in between B and C, flanked by a few other vessels. That's not moving from anywhere. Oh, got Baltimore.
Good job.
As soon as I get fire protection and a few more mods, this will be quite interesting to play, I think.
Just hits.
Gone.
Battleship finished that one up.
I don't really care anything else on me. Sea's clear now, but I'm too far. I don't think the cruiser's going to get there in time.
Try and put full steam ahead on paper.
So, a bit late now, sadly. A few points. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's the battleship there. That's fine.
Tony, yeah. Okay. Well, 32,000 to go for the North Dakota, so that is not too bad.
I get from that. Let me use a booster. What have I got? I got a couple of 75%ers.
Actually, I might have a booster as well.
Or
Battle
150
pass.
as well.
Look in the shop. Yeah, I got a 500 booster I can get.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, one plus 10, so I just will grab that one.
I'll save my dailies for planes. I think I've got a decent plane one.
I'll activate then. What's the worst that can happen? Is I get a few points.
That's it.
Okay, let's go.
Almost level 84 now. In this battle pass. That's another set of war bonds.
I'm at 76.
I watched some videos on Reddit last night. People in the Super Corsair. I'm quite impressed. I am quite impressed with that.
Yeah, maybe I need to learn how to get good at playing that one.
From what it looks like is people get high and then use that height to go low.
Yes.
And get some real momentum behind them.
Yeah, so because you can get that one up to a good 800 or something like
that. Yeah.
Then you can pretty much follow jets and what have you.
And it turns surprisingly well. And with them guns, and you've got plenty of ammunition on them as well. You can fire off a hell of a lot. So yeah, I think a little squadron of that could be quite good fun.
Could be very good. Not quite sure where we can get the good people that guide in to see this should give us some more EC. Maybe we need to start pestering people on the forums again.
Kind of got almost excited when I saw the patch notes. A little server update. They said, or was it the one before? Something about enduring confrontation to do with 9/7, but that was clearly helicopters. I've got a feeling like, I think did I say next week? I think after the Operation Winter was finished, a week or so of little hot fixes and whatever they're doing, and then before the end of the month anyway. That's my hope.
You can tell that after the event, right, that people have had enough of War Thunder for a little while. There's not that many
Yeah.
people on and stuff like that. People are like,
Yeah, I've slowed down a bit on it as
I mean,
well.
there's 90,000 people online right now. I mean, that is good. I mean, I wonder if that's because the game. I'd be interested to see the stats. You know, if they were shared. I wonder now that the consoles are more powerful, whether that has boosted the uptake.
Must have. It must have.
I mean, I know the console generally is a different clientele, but maybe not so much anymore.
Also, how many games are out on these new consoles as well right now? I know you got your big ones like your Cyberpunks and whatever was released on launch day, but
I'm gonna go PT Boat to B, I think.
I'll try PT Boat to C.
Okay.
Gunners are searching for airborne targets.
Have you heard anything about the latest on next update? Because I haven't seen anything. I don't think there is anything out about the next update.
What, for War Thunder?
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing at all. I just assume in a couple of weeks' time we'll start getting the first drips of the next
coming
step.
Something, yeah, at some point.
What? I have no idea.
You know that thing about battle stations, that mod that came out that I haven't been able to play yet. I don't know if there's a server supposed to come up or something like that, but it's been silent. I don't quite know where to go and look for it. But it looked really interesting. But apparently, somebody said to me the other day that War Thunder had shown an interest in it.
I saw that on the Discord.
Yeah, let's not mention that because that would be cool.
If they could just take the best bits out of that and add it into EC, would be a start as well.
That they could do as well, but they could also just say, look, we're going to do this mode. And I think that, you know, they need to do something like that. Something that is flipping different than World War mode with this armchair general dealing with a map. That was just like rubbish. The only people who even play that shit was because you got a bonus or a boat out of it or something.
I didn't even, that didn't even give me an incentive either though. I think I had 2 or 3 games, realized that it was a horrible hybrid of what I was hoping it was going to be.
Yeah. Got any ships over by you that needs?
I can't see anything. I keep thinking there was that sneaking around. I'm just starting to cap now, but there's nothing.
Okay, well I'll keep sailing out to A then.
Unfortunately, it's half bots, half players. So even then, I thought that a bot might come around with a PT boat. Well, I get these torps off and hide somewhere.
Well, I got 2 kilometers to A, so we'll try and see if I can get out there.
Oh gosh, yes.
So the rush over the open sea, you know, either, you know, sometimes you think, why do people not see you? But then I think a lot of time people are just like zoomed in on their target, right? So they don't actually see anything.
Oh, I just got hit by. Wow, Lubeck. I didn't even see his shells or anything.
But of course, he doesn't get a close spawn. He would have been spawned straight up by the destroyers, right?
Didn't get a chance to set my torps up.
So actually, it would be super helpful if I could get out to A. Just from there. Let's go and cap some stuff.
I'm just wondering what we'll get next in the dev blogs. What vehicles?
Well,
are we going to get something? Are we going to get more with the Italian Navy? That's needed.
You can see Italian battleship would be a fair next thing for naval, right? I think that would be fair. I think after that, I don't know in Navy. I mean, I know that with planes, right, we're definitely going to see F-14s and F-16s and F-15s.
I'd say at least another 6 to 8 months with them. I'm trying to think what else would come along that line. I was thinking of that Frogfoot. Is it the SU-23, is it? Or 25, I'm not sure. I think that's kind of in the area of the A7. Was it the same guy? I think it was. Lethal.
I avoided a torpedo and then I was immediately hammered by him, but that's okay.
Or will we get our first bit of French naval news? That's the other one.
They could definitely make a sneaky good lineup with the French Navy.
Well, they're not going to do the Swedish Navy anytime soon. Let's be honest.
No. Swedish navies would not fit into the meta.
China would be more of a money thing for Gaijin. But I think French would be bigger for them to start with. Just because there's a bit of a stigma against the Chinese forces. You either are doing them or you're completely ignoring them.
I'm not doing the Chinese.
Well, I'm on that boat as well, so I don't think it makes sense for them to do that next either.
It was not because I particularly hate the Chinese or anything. I just looked at them and saw, well, it's all copy and paste things. I know later on they got different stuff, but I also know how hard it is to try and fight against German 10-0s or American 10-0 lines, you know. Especially if in that lineup you only get one tank that is good, right? But in Americans you get like tons of Abrahams, and the Germans have, you know, lots of really good top tier tanks, and you know, they got so much depth that you can spawn easily in tank battles 2 or 3 times, right, and still be good. So I think that's an issue with them. And I feel I have enough in the other ones. That's probably also what sort of kept me away from the Swedish a little bit. I saw that the Swedish Tech 3 is... It's good, but you also have the, you know, your slots that you paid for in the other Tech 3s. And you invested into crew training and all that, and all of a sudden you're sitting there and saying, well, I have to do all of that again in other Tech 3s, and not only do I have to do it, you know, once, I probably have to do it 3 times for the tanks, for the planes, for the ships, right? And
then add somebody with OCD, like me, that has to do what I've been doing with the fighters in certain slots, the bombers in certain slots. So essentially, you have to buy them slots eventually if I want to do more stuff with the Swedish. I was on the Steam forums, and there was a thread on there asking, somebody did like a poll and said about a Polish force. I'm thinking that more Tetris is not the answer. A way of branching off from Tetris would be interesting. If there's certain, like the Polish you'd put down in, I don't know how you could branch that off. You know, you get so far down certain nations, then you get to start so far down.
But there was only so many nations that was actively building stuff, for example, under the Second World War and that kind of stuff.
Oh no, torpedoed. It's my entire stern gone. Bow gone. Oh no, it was my stern. Damn it.
I was supposed to hit this guy. Quite happy.
Well, Baltimore's wrecked. The Baltimore was hit by torpedoes, wasn't it? Is that correct?
I'm not sure. Was it? Was it decommissioned?
I should come to Google that.
Oh, somebody asked, you think there's coming a new American battleship? Now that is interesting. That could well come a new American battleship. I think that is an absolute possibility, because the Americans are just such a moneymaker for War Thunder, right?
We've only got, it is the only one, isn't it, in North Dakota?
Yeah, so yeah, I think that's totally doable.
next dev log, American battleship, Italian battleship, and I'm trying to think. Germany's got 3, I think. Helena, the Von something or other.
Oh, Germany has 2, right? But they also have battle cruisers.
Yeah.
So they've got 2 battleships.
Yeah, I think it makes sense for America to get another one then.
I think so. I can see it happening. I don't know which one. People talked about Texas, but I wonder if Texas is
Too far.
too
Down the
new,
line.
yeah, down the line.
We have to get something PT boat. B and C unless we can push in there.
Yeah.
I think I've got a backup. Have a look. This Baltimore's on its way out.
Will it land first time?
The enemy ship sank.
I can see something in there, but I don't know what it is. I won't land.
I'll get one more shot away before I go out.
Nope.
That's the it's not gonna happen.
I need to sail in there, I think. Try and do that.
Alright, I could get into C, maybe. I just don't know what's around there.
Okay, that'll work.
Back up. If this goes wrong, I've got nothing. Oh no. They've got something on. Looks like a cowl or something, or looks like a Fletcher class anyway on C.
Take him down!
Oh, yeah. Oh, they've got everything there.
The enemy ship sank.
I think they've got a project. Yeah. Cash cards.
The enemy ship sank.
Baltimore and.
Oh god. Not gonna get through this AA.
Then I got Bergen behind me.
Oh, I'm out.
Spawned and left my Baltimore, but I don't think it will help a lot.
But I'll have to let you carry on for a bit because I need to sort out chickens for a little
Alright.
while.
I'll just go into
Sort
a
out the
game and
kitchen.
maybe you'll come up afterwards. I mean,
Yeah.
I did get 15,000 XP out of it, so that was alright. But did have a boost on as well, I guess, so that helped.
Yeah, I got a little bit. Halfway through the fire protection on the Baltimore.
20k to go.
Points. Yeah. 170k to go. Right, I'm back in a little while.
See you in a bit.
Gunners are searching for airborne targets.
to zone. We're ahead of the enemy.
We're sinking.
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Destroy the target.
What can you have out?
Destroy the target! Attention to the map.
Full steam ahead for Charlie. Battleship. What's the point shooting at that? That's cool. Smoke is good. Ah, ammunition exploded. That was not so cool. Is it worth running a little torpedo run? I know we can fly down and move back here. Shoot a little bit at it, it's fun.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
Do that or do that.
Attack the A point!
10k from the North Dakota. Getting closer. I think the whole fighting cruisers against BBs, yes, is a bit silly, but you know, it did actually happen, so I guess from that point it was okay. But they should probably have introduced the battle cruisers first, like they sort of did after they put in the battleships, and made a more smooth transition. Then again, if you remember back to when cruisers came in and there was only destroyers, then cruisers were like gods. You know, the first Emden was like king of the sea, so I guess it's a bit like that. I'm sure there will come later battleships that will cross current battleships really easily. And I think for a period of time the current battleships are going to be the most tankiest. I think when the later battleships comes in, the guns are going to be that powerful that the later battleships are going to struggle to withstand the shots, even if they are potentially better armored than the current battleships. You know, it's a bit like tanks, right? At some point, the penetration is just too great for the armor. Right. Welcome to Ocean.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
Yes. Yes, Mysterious Twins, that is quite right. They were. So tomorrow is Friday, right? Oh, that's at least going to be a good thing, except it's the weekend. Weekends are good. Well, as long as you don't have to work weekends. Yeah, the Brooklyn. Well, the Brooklyn was very good for a long period of time. And, of course, then the Spey, right? And when the Spey came, and the Spey was like almighty. You could argue the Spey was more powerful than the battleship, right? Because the Spey, when it first came out, was just like 2 shots from the cruiser would be going, and it was fast, and it was maneuverable. And it just had to throw HE bombs at ships. Yes, balancing is not the strong side of War Thunder, let's be fair. I think they do it on purpose so people say, oh, I must be playing the Germans now, oh no, I must be playing the Americans. I don't know. I think the Helena is pretty damn good when it's close by as well. As long as nobody shoots at you, right? Then I guess that's the main thing. Let's really find a different target to shoot at than my battleship. Over here. Various targets. It's 12 away. Probably slow down a little bit. I don't particularly want to be the first in the Tonga line.
I'm sorry.
I think my thing is hitting much. Standing still.
The enemy ship sank.
Yes, he's down. Getting on.
I'm back.
Yeah, Mac.
Chickens are in bed.
Chickens are in bed. I had Mac in the one battle. I typed him to come on Discord, but he didn't. But he was certainly playing.
Mag?
Mac was sneaking in.
Was he on your side or was he on their
And
side?
he was on my side. He was even in my little squad. You know, he was screaming to me, yeah?
The randomness.
I know.
What's Brad doing?
Like he's sneaking in. He was caught red-handed. Battle at the moment.
That's fine.
Probably easy just to do a few plain ones or whatever if you want to do
Thinking I might do a quick vow tour,
that. Yes.
drop some bombs, watch the other vow tours get killed immediately because they really know point A to point B. I'll put the rest of the bases. Oh, and I did a little Google of the Baltimore because I'd seen something a little while ago. I wasn't sure what it was, but it wasn't that they were taken out by a torpedo because it served up until I can't think what it was, something like 19. It was a good 20 odd years after the war. I didn't think it got decommissioned for a long time. It was North Korean propaganda that showed photographs of it being
Oh yes,
torpedoed.
that's right. Yeah. This wasn't true at all.
No. Which is very interesting. I remember, see, that's why it was in my head. See, that's what propaganda does. Works.
Kim Jong-un will be most satisfied.
Yes. He'll be very happy with his minions. That really is him now.
Well, we haven't heard much from our little favorite dictator lately.
No, we haven't. He's gone a bit quiet. I guess.
He's got a stroke of the old COVID, do you think, or?
I think. Well, who knows? I can't imagine it's. I can't imagine they're going to get any vaccines across there.
Well, they just shoot people, don't they? That's a vaccine that sorts them out.
I suppose that's the way of dealing with the pandemic.
Absolutely.
Reduce the numbers. But I guess as soon as Biden's in charge, he'll kick up a bit of a fuss and demand this and that. See how, just the same as what happened when Trump started in power and every other president.
I don't know. I mean, it's possible, of course, but
I'm sure
I think he might not care at all. I think he would be much more interested in climate change and that kind of stuff.
I hope so.
Getting the Americans out of the V8 is going to take a while, I'm telling you.
Well, I was looking at some of the numbers with the coronavirus over there. There's only 2 states that are showing decline. Everything else is showing some significant rises. And I see it all the time because there's a lot. Obviously, living in the UK, we get a lot of American news.
Yeah.
And you see all these little press conferences they're doing and everything. And every time, it's like there's a school photo behind them of people just standing together. No mask, no nothing. And I've not seen hardly anybody wearing masks. In fact, one of the only ones I've seen lately was that, I can't think I don't know what his first name is, but his surname was Goodman. He was that police officer that was, or security officer in the Congress Capitol thing. And he was trying to stop the guys from breaching, and he was basically on his own. He had a mask on as well. Fair play to him. But the majority of the rest just seems, I don't know, just don't understand it. Where's this Buccaneer?
Stalker, right? I'm a bit late today.
What's that? Sorry.
One of my, I was gonna say regulars on my little stream.
Let's take out this last base. Times I'll go into a battle with a Baltimore and I end up getting the Tetri skin, just the silver Baltimore. Strange.
At least I'm not dead yet. Getting there.
Yeah, field approach.
Having a fight between me and the battleship. I don't think I'm doing too good.
A little more effort, and victory will be ours.
Oh, nice. I just killed an A7 on the runway.
Yeah, they're a bit OP at the moment, the A7s.
That one isn't.
No, that one really.
Oh, I got fan mail. I got fan mail.
Oh, goody.
Call me a dick. Well, maybe.
You shut down his overpowered plane.
There's another one that's just landed, so. Two.
Winning these battles would be good for the old XP mark.
We're going to win this despite the heroics I've done in this match. Top of the board. Pretty happy in the battle.
Feeling you might be overshot. Oh, where are they coming? Oh, they're here. Yay.
Gets like this, I don't know what to take the air to air, so it just goes.
Right, I did. Ha! North Dakota.
Wow. So how much is this going to cost altogether
Too much.
with crew?
Too much. Okay, it's gonna cost too much because. So let's look at this. I got 3.9 million in the bank, right? But I have to first buy the New Orleans. This is 790,000. So we'll just order that back, boy. That is done. I won't put it in a slot or anything, but it took me down to 3.1. Now the North Dakota is a nice sum, nearly a million, 990,000. So
10k back from a million.
order that, yes. And then we need to choose a crew slot. This is 280,000.
Wow.
So he can go where the Brooklyn is, which means I will have the North Dakota, the Helena, and the Baltimore. This is not a bad lineup, in fairness. Okay, so that's gone in there. So we're now down to 1.8 million. But of course,
can I guess the crew? Can I?
yes, you can. What's the crew?
850,000.
No, the same as the purchase price.
Oh wow.
So
It's even
990,000. Yes.
Oof, laughs in 13 million silver lions.
So
Gosh.
bang! I just went from 3.9 million to 860,000.
My goodness, I've got 13 million. It's
So
unfair. I
back
know.
under a million, and of course this bad boy is going to be a pain, right? Because repair cost is going to be ginormous.
Is it? Let's have a look.
26,000.
You got 10 free repairs though. That'll give you a good start.
Yeah.
The free repair time is 24 days. Crazy.
And I put a talisman on it.
Oh.
So that was 2,300 gold legal. So I went on that.
Goodbye.
But you know, it is what it is. And now I better put some backups on it. So how many should we activate? I got 50, so I'll probably activate 10. For now, that should probably do.
Vehicle I was thinking about buying that I should have bought. I was talking to him last night. Oh no, it was that Sherman Firefly, wasn't it? I've been watching some more people playing this F-89, the D one, the second one.
Yeah.
I think I should have picked them up.
Well, so I got those two planes. And yes, they managed me to get me the first, well, in fact, it got me both the Phantoms, right? Using that. And the D one is the special one because that has this proximity fused rocket, right? But the problem with the plane is it gets able to get quite fast, but it's really easy to break your wings off when you get past 900 kph. And that you do really easily, actually, because you only dive a little bit and zoom out some before you know your wings start flapping and it falls over when you die, right? So that's the downside to it. But if you, again, if you take your time, go up high, and then, especially now that people are maybe not playing it quite as much as when there was some special offer.
Sure.
They surprise people a little bit more. And you sort of get used to sort of aiming with rockets and shooting at the distance and whatnot, and just, you know, they just explode and near planes and they just take them out that way. So you can have really good battles in it, you absolutely can, but is it an enjoyable plane to fly? I didn't think so.
All right, okay. Well, that changes my mind a little bit. I mean, it was a long time before the next sale anyway. I certainly wouldn't buy it full price.
No.
And do you have the squadron vehicle, the A4?
Not yet.
Have you got the Tetri version, standard one?
No, not either. I want to put a Christmas tree on my thing. Where do I put that? Oh, it's not allowed up there. Yeah, put a little Christmas tree in the back.
Should be taking them down, not putting them up.
But I wanted to put a decoration on my new thing, and that Christmas tree is the only one I have.
Doesn't make sense because I've got an anchor from the when you bought into the CBT originally for the US forces.
Hmm.
I've got an anchor that you can put on tanks, but not on ships.
This is
Well, we may as well get your maiden voyage out the way then. I'll have another game of that, and then
yes. I don't know what to put inside on my things. Are they allowed to do eyes on these things, do you think?
you could.
And that's on the nose side, isn't it? Does it do the same thing as it do with so if you go
A beastie.
interesting, it doesn't do it on the cannons, as it does on the Russians. On the Russians you can put eyes on the cannons and they easily go on each side, you know, so the cannons looks like they are. Can put some on the front of the ship.
Quick test sail of the North Dakota.
Quick sail North Dakota. Nope, it needs to be on the other side. And it's too small. That looks silly. Don't have that. Alright, we got Mr. North Dakota. Shall I send you an invite?
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. So how many secondaries do I have here? It's one there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on each side. Maybe these ones count as well as up here. So there could be 7. Actually, how many does it say?
I think there is 7 on each side.
Yeah, slightly different though. Oh yeah, it says 14, 5-inch, so 7 per side. Okay, alright, let's go. The maiden voyage of the North Dakota. Now, of course, I'm gonna be shut upon and not have the repair kit. So I should probably cover myself a little bit at the start.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
I think I'm gonna go to my little spot. I'm gonna take the Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my little spot here as well, I think, because I don't know, where does the torpedoes go on this one here? So one to the side. What's the next one?
There's a lot of big stuff in here. Let's see, I see 3 North Dakotas. No, sorry, 2. No, 3. It is a 3rd.
That's a fair point from that dude. You know, the game quite often ends before the battleships actually dies.
I'd say less so on this type of game. Depends if they get in the circle. But the ones where it's caps, certainly. If they get in the circle, well, then we can have an hour-long game. Feeling I'm not going to enjoy this match quite as much as everybody else. Oh, there's a Baltimore out there. Good for him.
Yeah. Super battleships, they are slow ass. Oh, here we go, something.
Destroy the target.
Nope, that didn't bug all.
Somebody attack him.
Oh, they might hit. Yes.
I'm working that Baltimore pretty good.
Commencing attack.
Can't see much for those trees. First kill.
Nice. Was that the one next to the Baltimore then?
Maybe.
Yeah, he's
Yes, Baltimore.
I think he's going away. Going on 12. Oh no, 89, 38 he's on now.
Yeah, he's coming closer. It's like shooting long,
Yeah.
but he's definitely coming closer.
Take him down.
Ah, not that close.
Roger that.
Oh no, that's a battleship. I don't know where that is. Where's he gone to then? Yeah, I've lost that Baltimore.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Aha, I hit him.
Was he the one that's gone left from where he was?
It's almost like he's stationary for where I'm sitting.
That's a Krasny. That way then. Spend half a day just hitting him, nothing will happen.
I know.
Got there.
I hear planes.
You do?
Oh, maybe not.
Oh, he's gone. Nice. I think just from this corner.
Let's try this thing and swap into the secondaries. How fast do they fire?
Attack the enemy.
Yeah, you can probably get 4 shots into the secondaries.
BB over here. That way.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
Destroy the target.
So, now it's in the game.
Target confirmed.
Attacking.
Could do with mowing that tree down in front of me, because it's right where that ship is.
I think that's a Spey. Yeah, what we got? We got What's that? What's that? What's that? Fretchy or something? Is that? Yeah. I can hear planes. Is that ours? Yeah, it's our P-47. Job.
Down. Second ship.
Let's watch where he was.
We're out here. Satellite cruiser.
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
Target acquired.
Take him down.
The enemy ship sank.
We're 3.
How are you finding it?
Well, at the moment, I'm just like a duck hunt, shooting targets, you know. I haven't really been shot at, and I'm quite happy I'm not being shot at because I have no repair kit at the moment. There's a ship over there. I don't know what it is.
Attack hostile troops.
That's
Take
that
him
one.
down.
Keep it up, and victory will be ours.
There's a battleship over there.
Target confirmed.
Oh, there's another ship here. Gonna crack him. Oh, he's dead.
Target acquired.
Secondary to him. We killed him, well done.
Yeah.
Attack the
I'm
enemy.
not sure what's behind him now, though.
It's a battleship.
Oh, it's a battleship going left to right. Or
Target
right to...
confirmed.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it is. He's on 57 now. I think I'll look for another target. I think he's firing at me. Wow. Pretty much one-shotted. I'll best get back in the circle, I think.
Got the battleship down to 38.
not doing any damage whatsoever.
Still at 25%, but he was at more, so I mean, they are doing some damage. And it's interesting with the American battleship because it just fires armor piercing. That's the only round it has.
So that's the starting. There's no research.
Yeah.
Just that's that. Okay. Got one on your left, just in front of the smoke, and I'm not sure what went into the smoke. Oh, it's coming the other way. That looks Japanese. That's coming out of the smoke. What's that? For attacker. Maybe.
So that ship out there is 20 kilometers.
Target acquired.
Let's do a little request for help.
I'm getting close, but yeah. Let's make this. Hold on. Ow, ow, ow. I'm gonna have to move away from that. I'm in caught in the fire here. If I do get caught on fire, I'm a bit screwed.
Target confirmed.
Just gonna continue with this battleship. Get him out of the way. Okay, I can't target anything due to smoke now. We've got a good hit actually in the battleship, down to 18. I'll take that.
Hello guys.
Hey, Blitzy.
Hey Bleach, how you doing?
Great. Great. What are you playing right now?
Battleships.
I think I'll be up for 2 maybe games. Do any one of you has the TA-154 H1 for Germany?
Is that the 4-3 one?
No, the 6.0. This big winged Focke-Wulf.
I'm not sure. I'll have to have a look. I haven't got it. I know that. Is it what? Is it a premium?
No, the usual
Oh, then
one.
I might have it then. I might have it. I've never used
I'm
it.
just
Probably.
was wondering how to use it.
Oh. Like every other German. Don't be a battleship. Don't be a battleship. Don't be a battleship. Yeah, he's on 10%, that one is. I don't think.
Yeah, shot
I don't know if I'll do any damage with these stock rounds in Baltimore.
Down to 8.
6 now. I can't imagine that was my shots that took 2% away. Keep firing at it nonetheless.
Going the other way now.
Yeah. I think he's lost. Has he lost both guns?
They're all sort of.
His ammo's gone completely black.
Yeah.
Come on. Something to the right of that, but I'm not sure. I'm going to fire a quick salvo over, see what that is to the right of the ship. It's moving quite fast. Yeah, that's another battleship.
3% now.
That one's down, I think.
Kill assist.
Yeah, the one to the right of that is on about 61. And he's focusing on me.
I don't have a. Do I have a shot? I might have a shot. Most of it goes in the cliffs. I can actually hit him, I just need to move forward a little bit.
Victory is near.
I'm gonna have to move completely up forward now. I
Yeah,
think
he's at 57%.
he's too much in my. Yeah, he's focusing on me. I might be able to in a second if he gets good shots. Yeah, alright, that's nasty.
Launching an attack.
To go with the plane, I think.
Yes, I think I'm out.
Okay.
I once again took fucking time to play. Damn it.
Take it easy.
Anyway, bye.
Bye.
They've both been out there for ages. What a waste of time.
Attention to the designated grid square.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
I'm trying to find that. Oh, he's there, I see. Much damage. I got 2 torpedoes on him. Did much though.
Well, if you've got 2 torps on him, that should help something. You know, sometimes torpedoes takes a bit of time to.
I'm just gonna have to get in the PT, but I don't want to use a backup really at this stage. Just get in the circle. Them 2 guys are getting further and further away from the circle on our side.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Attack the enemy!
Yay, finally. Been shooting at him for a while.
I'll stop the bleed. If we got a couple more people in here, we could take the lead because it's currently 2 out there. I'm assuming they've just spawned, and then the other 2 guys are well out there. I'm just going to hide here.
Aircraft.
That's one in the circle. If we get the other guy in, we should have a nice advantage.
This one damn shit down at 8%, and I keep shooting at him and he doesn't want to die. Well, at least we are actually capping now.
Yeah, it's whether or not these two. He was going forward until I told him to just stay where he is, hide around here. He's in a cowl, he'll die instantly.
Good. Okay, thing here.
Attention to the map.
Oh. I just feel like guy's saying it's a short battle. This has been going on for 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Alright. These just make far more sense than capping 3 zones. And I don't mind the cargo ship ones either, to be honest.
Attack the enemy.
No, what was Shrub doing there in Helena?
Our victory is near.
Most satisfactory if we win.
Yeah, I think we're going to. Sometimes you just have to sit behind a cliff face with a PT boat and just sip tea. But no, you're doing it for the team.
I mean, especially since I have no mods whatsoever on this thing.
I won't take you long.
Mission accomplished. Well, I did manage to
good work.
kill 4 targets, so that was quite good.
Got a couple in the Brooklyn. Almost got fire protection now. Just under 3k.
Marvelous.
Another
I got the
battleship.
tool set, got 30,000 XP.
Nice. 17.5k towards the North Dakota there. What time is it? 9. I'll do another one. Oh, finally got that Vautour mission finished, and we
Oh,
lost.
nice. And I almost got the fire protection system as well, so that was very good.
Wow.
I only need another. Will that be 5,000 XP for that? Oh, XP.
I'll do this one, and then I might do a quick plane battle just to get a win. I'm pretty much now just doing the one daily, unless it's a really easy second daily. I'm not spending as much time playing War Thunder for the next few weeks.
No, I think it's good to play different things.
Yeah, I've enjoyed. I got a game on the Humble Bundle monthly, some Warhammer. That's been quite good fun.
Did you get 1 or 2? Or is it not that one? Which one is it?
No, it wasn't that one. It's called Chaos Bane. It's like a bit of a Diablo clone. So
Okay.
I just do a level every time I have a game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it seems alright. I've got that Warhammer. What was it? Total War thing.
Yes, that was what I was thinking about.
I've never played it properly because the first time I tried it was back when
I'm
I had a
actually thinking about my play it on my new computer, because one thing that annoyed me with it was after a while, as the game builds up, right, and there's all these factions, you have to wait quite a long time between turns because it just takes a long time to calculate it all out.
Right.
Whereas now that I got a 16-core CPU, well, 32 if you go hyper-threading, right, it should actually power through that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna do a PT boat to B.
The last time I played it, I had a 970, I had an i7
Gunners are searching for airborne
3820, I had 16 gig of RAM, and now I've got like a 2070 Super 32 gig of RAM and Ryzen 7 3700. So I know from what I've read, the first one of the two wasn't as well optimized as the second one, but it'd be nice to play it. And I've also heard if you own what you own on the first one, if you buy the second one, you can take them DLC armies into the second one. So it's actually worth, from what I gather, it's worth owning both. But
got another Iron Navy member in here. In the
where are we?
Yuga.
Oh yeah, I've never seen it. Is he a new guy in the squadron?
I think he's been here for a while. Just don't see him so much on Discord stuff. I think he's more just a player.
A lurker. A player and lurker.
Lurker.
Yeah. Won't be long before it's my anniversary now, maybe. That's like April, I think. Not far off.
Should give you something for being anniversary as a player.
Yes, 10,000 golden eagles sounds about right, I would say.
I think that would be very reasonable. I got something shooting at me here. This is not good. Guns down anytime you like.
10,000 a year of premium or a country bundle. I do like that emote they've made of Gunship. I think that's really that's funny. I assume they've got that from you on when you're streaming and you've had a drink.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Mag said that they should do a green sip, and Yuki said they should do a mag sip. So I'm not sure how that'll work.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
It's a small boat by B if you can kill him off
I'm not seeing anything.
before he caps.
Not seeing anything there. See the battleship.
This lands.
Got a feeling that's the battleship. Let's see where that goes.
Yes, it did. Oh, blind, it's a small boat as well. Didn't like that particularly much. It's now gone.
Is that the one that was going to be?
No.
So there is still one good. Excuse me, going to be.
Be about right.
Alright, that's a hit.
That
Okay.
probably is him that I killed there.
Yeah, that's the one that killed you. I remember that name.
Yeah.
That's a bot. Okay. Yeah, there's a hipper. I've lost him now. Or is that the one? A few more shots.
Target confirmed.
We'll keep A. We should be able to get a good lead before they cap anything. Yeah, I need to start looking into battleships so I understand which ones are which. Because at the moment, I guess I'm not facing them all the time.
So the American one will be your first one, right?
Yeah, I know which one the Dakota looks like, based on the gun positioning and.
The Hugo is similar because he got 6 in the turret, right? The Russians are similar because they're just 4 in a row.
Dakota's got them 2 towers that are flanked by them 2 funnels as well. Oh, what have we got here? Something's heading to sea. Try and stop and can't see him yet, I just see a little reticle. Yeah, it's bad. Japanese, I think that's a fur attacker. He's still got smoke there. There's a couple of them starting to push towards A. Line up. Yeah, 3 or 4 actually. No wait, that's a Makuma.
Yeah, shooting at it.
14, he's going down.
Nice.
Behind him. Within Russia.
Is that an F-220?
What was that? see with all the smoke. Fire, what is that? Oh, is that the Ludbeck thing?
Could well be.
Was and now there is a. Looks like a Brooklyn. Maybe a Cleveland.
Attention to the map.
He's really low. Cleveland it is. I think A's clear now. No, one more.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
That's a battleship. What is that? Hold on.
Yeah, there's the battleship.
Is that? Hold on. Is that the? 2, 3.
That one there.
Yeah, that's North Dakota, isn't it? Right from this. Wow. Big hit. Oh, there's a couple on B. Battleship and flanked by. Oh no, there's two. We've got two on B. Jesus. Is that how you go? Yeah, that's the Hyuga.
Just need to keep A clear, really. We should get C.
They took out my front guns.
Attention to the designated grid zone!
Well, I'll listen to what happened to the Baltimore now. It wasn't torpedoes, it was 3 battleships. Oh, salvo away, come on. Hyuga's on 48.
Yeah, shooting at him.
Yeah. Dreadnought's behind. Is that where he is? Yeah, Dreadnought's behind him. And then there's, I think, a Dakota parked on the island between A and B.
Attack the enemy!
See if I can get a couple of torps away.
The enemy ships
Oh,
are
nice.
Ha!
There we go.
He's him right in the back, got the ammunition.
Just about to drop torps. Two hits on the dreadnought.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is
Job.
close.
target alert.
Attack the enemy!
Don't think they can get into A in time. That's fine. Yeah, we've got this.
Most of the strategic zones are captured.
Aircraft. Target confirmed. Aircraft.
Ah, good win.
Mission accomplished. Very good.
Got a lot of them points towards the end when them 3 battleships were hitting that Baltimore. I got so many points just from surviving. That's the fire protection done.
Me too. From
So,
North Dakota, so it's cool beans.
I think I'll go for them AP rounds next.
So what to take next?
Quite a bit there. Almost half through the next mod.
Might go for improved range finding. A rudder replacement is also useful, because they are sometimes impossible to turn around, those damn things. Yeah, I might go for that.
I'll have to use this booster because that's only got 12 hours. Same as I'll do them in planes. Okay. One more ship game then, and then I'm switching to planes. And then I'm going to go bad.
Can switch to planes now if you want. I don't mind.
No, I'm happy to do one more. I enjoyed that. I've enjoyed them all actually tonight, despite
Despite heavy odds on battleships and all
yeah.
that.
But I've done all right. I've done all right against them.
Fun enough, I think if you're in a gang where you have at least one battleship, you're guaranteed to always get battleships on your side. But sometimes with your 5.7s, you can risk that you don't get any battleships on your side, and then you get some on the other. So it's a bit odd like that.
Well, that guy's back, microscopes back on this one, and they've got a clan of 3.
Gunners are searching for airborne
Mayhem
and surface
squadron.
targets.
What we're looking at, this looks like it's not so battleship heavy. Makumas, Jurgens. I think I'll take the Brooklyn out first. Are you going to go to that island just up ahead?
Pretty much. I mean, I know where they're gonna be.
Yeah.
So I might go on the right side of the island so I can aim how much I stick out.
What battleship's that to the right, the island there? It's got a Hyuga.
I feel much happier now that I got fire protection on it and repair kit. That was that was very painless to get that.
I think you just spent two games pretty much not taking much damage. The cruiser over there. Alright, there's 4 targets. Too far away that direction. Is it Hipper? The rest of them are gone behind that rock.
Yes, finally got the battleship. And the fire protection kit. And the repair kit. I feel happy.
And you don't have to research different ammo types, so
Yeah, that's kind of it.
you can just work
Everything
on
is just survival, really.
Yeah. Maybe another week. It shouldn't take too long to get it.
Well, I don't have to. Any nation I go into, I'll have a battleship, so that's quite a nice feeling.
Absolutely.
The enemy is winning.
time you play battleships, you have to go and play gold planes for a couple of hours to make sure you've got enough to cover your losses.
It's like that when I'm playing the Harrier. I just don't know what people are doing, where they're going up that top of the ring.
Yeah.
There's 4 of us now in the circle. They've literally, if the idea was just to fill the A, they would have won already. So. I don't think I've ever seen a dumber team than the one we're on right now. I've never seen a collection of this many people on one side that seem allergic to the circle. Our tickets have gone down super fast in this game. It's just, and a couple of their excuses are, well, there's battleships. There's battleships every time you go into a 5-7 now. It's just how it is. You might not like it, but you've just got one job, and that's just sit in the circle.
repair cost ultimately the same whether you win or lose, right? But your bonuses are not. So you're better off winning, really.
Absolutely. Always go for the win. Doesn't matter how well you perform. Just on your stats alone, it looks better with a win.
We've got to counterattack.
I'd rather come last every time, but be on the winning side, knowing that I was the guy that just got smashed by everybody else. That doesn't bother me. I just want to win. But whoever that is,
Attention to the map.
whoever that is, I'd like to uninstall the game for him. Because I don't think he'd be capable of knowing how to do that, based on the idea of just getting into a circle that takes up 2/3 of the map. Half of the map.
Target acquired.
I haven't seen a 9% one yet. Where's that? I've got a bunch of cruisers coming around this corner at the moment. See that cruiser?
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
6%, 37% buoyancy.
Oh, there's a battleship there. That's not good.
It's down, so then there's the other one.
So there's one around there. all the rest of the cruisers flanking him are dead.
My
We're
God, they're
actually,
even worse than the
actually,
other team.
we're actually capping this. Unbelievable. Don't know if we've got enough time to all of this though. Did you kill that? You killed the one you were on. Yeah. Have you got a shot of the one? If I look, you can see them there.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's one of them.
He's on 67. I'm going to see if the. I don't know what's to his left,
Okay, hang on.
but that's smoking hard. So
I got a heavy cruiser there.
okay, cruiser's down.
Just gonna take care of.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
Oh, bombed. The AU-1. We were looking like we might pull this off, but
Yeah, well,
that cluster up the top.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Oh god, the plot twist at the end. How are we capping this? What's going on? Oh, it's game over.
But next time,
We lost that B-34. That was the last.
Well, we lost because they didn't go in the
Well, we
circle to
lost.
start with.
Yeah,
Right. That was just.
that was just
That was
painfully bad.
it.
Nobody can. When somebody says, "I'm not going in there because there's battleships,"
It's not ridiculous, right?
and
I mean,
I'm bang in there in a Brooklyn.
hmm,
I even finished top of the board. There should be no excuse. The thing you do is don't focus on the battleships. If you're in a light cruiser,
yeah.
focus on everything else. Get the numbers down, and then you start your tickets. You start getting more ships in there. The battleships focus on the battleships and whatnot, or clear out the herd,
Hmm.
and then you all focus on the remaining battleships. It's not. When they first introduced battleships, and I had a long way to go towards getting one. I was on that mindset of thinking, I don't want to play this game anymore because battleships have ruined it. It's not. You just have to adapt.
Yes, that's what you have, and it's the same for everyone. You have to get there
Yeah.
by hook and by crook, right? And every time I got a battleship, I thought, well, I could just stay in this and play, and I would be sort of king of the seas. But I went and did it for each nation, right? So I have plenty of scraps against
Well,
battleships and cruisers.
and that first moment when I'm not sure what this reticle is behind everything else, and I fire and I hit it, and it's a battleship. I stop firing at that battleship then, and I'll look for another reticle to fire at and concentrate. And if it's something I can hit, like another cruiser or whatever, I'll concentrate on that. But if you keep hitting the same hornet's nest, it's going to hit you hard.
Yeah.
That's what cruisers are supposed to do in these matches. And like you said, in that there's plenty of cover. There's more cover than shake a stick at in that. There's no need for you to be if it's the open sea map, fine, I can understand a bit of but even then, you can still do enough.
Yeah.
The idea is not to kill all the enemy. The idea is to hold the cap.
I know. I jumped into a G55S. Don't know if you want to play one of those.
Yeah, I could do that. I'll use how long was that? 12-hour bonus on
Hello.
Oh God. Get in front of that Sterling. I don't trust console players and bombers on the runway.
How did he even start on the runway?
I can only assume he slept it. The last time that happened was, I think it was a B-25 or something, and he gunned down 3 aircraft on our side just as he took off. Using his rear gun.
He was popular.
Oh yeah, I think he was mass reported.
Well, so you're allowed to do a win and have an assist or something. I don't know what my task is.
Oh! Poof. That scared me. I was looking at the scorecard and then I looked and saw this plane coming right at me. I just need to win and be in so high up the board. I don't think it's that high, really. All the way against the American and Japanese. We need to get another couple of people and do another B-29. We need to just have a bomber night with all the big bombers. B-24s, B-29s, B-17Ls.
Yeah, just go through all the bombers and have the same one each time.
BBs,
Yeah.
Or we got a BB and just do that. We'll take up the bomber group anyway by doing that, and it works so well.
I'm well pleased today that I got the battleship and I got the 2 modules. It's well
Yeah. A lot of progress there. I didn't check how much I needed on a North Dakota, but I definitely did all right. Right, another.
You gotta be another 30, 40k closer, right?
Yeah, I'm just going through some of the. It's 30k off 2 matches there. Yeah, it must have been a good 40k tonight. Yeah, I'll have it by maybe next week. Kind of want to start playing the Eugen though, since I've just recently bought that.
That BTD looks quite tasty.
Yeah, I'm thinking that, but I don't really want to head on that thing because
It's not that sturdy if you just wiggle a little bit.
who's turning? He's going after the yak. Got a hit on him. I'm gonna climb a little bit while you kill that guy. A couple of B-17s here. B-61. Nice.
Well, took a fair bit of my cannon. Only got 185 shots left, so I blasted him a bit.
You're not in a battleship now.
What do you mean? So I don't have 26,000 rounds?
They're high, they're protecting that. Where's that, guys? A lot of Japanese fighters incoming here.
Yeah. I'm not sure I can be bothered about climbing. I might just go low down and take something if there's anything.
Yeah, I don't want to lose my speed against that P61. I'm watching what he does. A bit of distance. Thought the SB2 would go down. P4, you're going for the P47.
Yeah, there's one guy down there, but doesn't seem to actually kill him. So.
Oh, SB2 is diving. He might be going your way. Interesting. I got him. Got 5, give him a crit.
Sort of out of ammunition, so I better just head back.
He's got me. Well, yeah, he's down as well. Okay. Excuse to make a drink. It's mainly just the Japanese fighters left now. There's one P-63 as well up there. And a bomber. I think that's the B-17. Yeah, I see it. Right, back in it.
Heading to the base.
The enemy is winning.
Thank you very much.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
Well, that's a bit interesting. Attacking the airfield.
How's it looking?
Well, it's interesting. We had a couple of planes coming attacking our airfield, but they kind of ended up dying.
Okay.
So I managed to get into the air, although I was shot at, but was unscathed. I managed to get an assist on one of them.
Oh, I think we're about to lose the Sterling. That Japanese fighter.
Right. Try and see if I can help him out.
P-63. Good couple of kilometers up behind the Sterling.
So I knew you're gonna turn. You're gonna turn again, so I'm not gonna turn. Thank you.
Let's give him the
Get
Sterling.
some speed. Yeah, give the Sterling a chance.
Yeah. Good kill. Good kill. That was lovely. He was 2 steps ahead of you in the sense of he was going for that turn to get behind you, and then he just didn't understand that you kind of that close to a G55, you can just rip them apart. It's them eyes on the front that does it.
Absolutely. You're
Yeah.
looking straight at him, saying, "Gonna sap you."
Plus 10 to precision. That's what it is. Eagle eyes.
use my ammunition for a real plane. Maybe I do need to take a few ground tags.
Well,
you know, just to
I think they've just got the one fighter now. B-63. And the bomber, the B-17.
take those down. I think this is the last flying thing, isn't it? Well, there's maybe two of them.
The Yak's rearmed, he's back in the air. Let's see how the Sterling does landing. Oh, he's coming in really heavy. Oh, that's his gear gun. Just bound.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
Is there any more planes up?
The Yak's taken out a few around here. Can't see any more on his screen though. What's that? Oh, no, that's parachutes. It's fine. Do we have any planes up? Or oh no, I see one.
We have
See
three
one.
planes. They have two, right? So.
No, I mean AIs.
Oh yeah.
I just see the one. Of
Okay,
ours.
so Yak just killed down.
I know there's another one of ours there as well. And can you see that dot?
Where? Which direction?
I'm trying to see where it is from. I'm trying to work out your position and from the Yak's view. It looks like between the bases. Let me bring up the map, see what it is. So off to your right, towards their airfield direction. There's a dot quite low.
Yes, I see. One over there, yeah. P63 and B17. B17 low, P63 high.
Destroy the target.
Now that was stupid! Oh, why did I do that for? Turned the wrong way. Ah, that was bad. Never mind. RTH.
Hmm.
I should have done that. I should have continued around.
See what this Yak does though. He hasn't got the height. Oh, is he going to go for the B-17?
Oh, got a new badge. Interceptor Gold.
Return. See what happens later.
I'll do one more, then I think I'll probably watch a bit of TV or something.
I need to activate this booster, so I've got a day of it. Yeah, there's a couple of films I've got on my watch list now. That I might watch
You
one.
found anything good?
Well, I've never seen Inglourious Basterds before. I've only seen little snips, and I've heard that's good. I like Tarantino films. And then there's another one called 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, which sounds really weird, but I think it's done. Have you ever seen a film called In Bruges?
No. Can't
Or a
say
film
that.
called Seven Psychopaths?
Nope.
Right, so I think it's written and directed by the guy that did both of them. So and it's also, I think it did really well with Oscars with the actress. She was in Fargo, and she's kind of one of these steals every scene she's in, and it looks kind of interesting. The story does something to do with a missing girl, and I don't know too much about it, so I'm looking forward to just going into watching that blind. Pretty much. And then there's what else does I see on Amazon? What's he doing? Oh, there was the second Jack Reacher film. I watched the first one the other night, and I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, it'd be alright. Alright. There's also a series on that on Prime, I think.
Oh, Jack Reacher one, is there?
Yeah,
Well, I'll check that out.
that's good actually.
And I started watching Mandalorian again as well from the beginning.
I will at some point, but not yet.
And last night I watched The Expanse as well, so I'm up to date on that.
Oh, that could be that I got one of those waiting for me.
It's
Not
good.
up to date, but I think I possibly finished. I think it was the end of the new Star Trek thing.
Well, the Discovery one.
Yeah,
Not watched that yet. Is that Netflix or is that Prime?
Netflix.
Okay.
Can get a little long-winded occasionally, a little bit too softy, everybody is wonderful, but yeah, it was a good ending, I thought. It's quite interesting.
Okay. I don't know, the adverts I've seen, it kind of makes me feel like, you know how the last 3 Star Wars films are very tick every box, so you've got every
Oh,
LGBT person, everybody's covered. So rather than make a story around characters instead of having the characters around a story, I kind of got the feeling Star Trek did that. Whereas you look at something like The Expanse,
well,
and
they
you've got
say
these
I mean,
really well written
it's
female characters.
it's a black female lead, but she does a great job. So
Yeah, she's and you don't have to just essentially, it's like a character creation on an MMO or something, instead of doing it that way, just write a decent character, and she happens to be a really strong, and especially this season, there's a lot going on in this season for her.
We are moving.
B-17 is high, P-51. I've lost where you are. Oh, you're over there, okay. Quite a bit to my left, a lot of P-47s, P-51s.
yeah, got a B-17 high. I'm sort of looking at a low P-51 and a P-47.
I'm wondering what this cluster's going to do, because I've got quite a few low, and I think these ones are going down towards. So I might just wait till they launch their attack. Yeah, they're doing it now. Get behind these
They're
guys.
going for the Spitfires and stuff, so I feel I have to go down there, because otherwise...
Yeah.
It's
I'm going down. I've got this P-51 at the back.
gonna end up a little single side.
Damn it. He's in a flat spin, he's not getting out of that.
Taking out the P-51.
Oh, I see him.
system. 47.
109 took that flat spin. I thought he might do.